God says, the air around you is shifting, even if you haven't noticed it yet. Something ancient has been stirred awake, and it has been watching. Archangel Michael is standing guard because in just 5 minutes, everything could break open. The clock in the spirit realm is ticking backward now. Shadows near your door are whispering lies, hoping you won't open this in time. They know once you read this, their grip starts to loosen. The angels are warning you, and they're doing it loudly. A divine emergency has been declared over your soul. There's something you've ignored for too long. Tonight, it screams for your attention. A hidden name has been spoken in heaven, it's yours. That name is now glowing in the presence of divine warriors. But someone below is trying to erase it before your breakthrough arrives. Type 333 for immediate protection. Archangel Michael has drawn his sword. He's not swinging it yet, but it trembles with divine readiness. This moment, right now, is a battlefield disguised as silence. You felt a chill earlier, but it wasn't just weather. It was a warning from the spiritual realm. A dark force walked through your hallway while you slept. Someone close to you has been feeding this darkness with secrets. Their smile hides a betrayal, and their touch carried poison. They've prayed for your failure when you weren't looking. Speak life to unlock truth. God says, there is something that was supposed to bless you yesterday. But someone intercepted it with jealousy, and now it's circling above your home, waiting for a signal. That signal is you opening this now. The angels are counting down. 4 minutes left before a decision is locked in heaven. If you ignore this, the cries coming from your spirit may echo back without a response. They've seen your tears at 3 a.m. They've watched the way you held yourself together while falling apart inside. That strength wasn't unnoticed, but it's time to stop carrying it alone. A divine door creaked open just an inch. But demons disguised as friends pushed it closed when you looked away. Now heaven is sending reinforcement to break it back open. Type fire to claim your angelic backup. Archangel Michael says this isn't an ordinary alert. This is a spiritual ambush that was scheduled for tonight. And if you're not covered, it will steal something irreversible. There is someone who once loved you, but their spirit has turned cold. They are no longer who they pretend to be. And tonight, their choice can damage your destiny. The angels tried to warn you days ago, through broken sleep, sudden chills, flickering lights. But your heart was too distracted to decode the message. So now, the warning has become louder. This isn't just a message, it's a rescue mission. You're being pulled from something that looks harmless but is destroying you from the inside. The countdown is still moving. Say, I am protected, to seal your spiritual gate. God says, someone is knocking on your future with filthy hands. They don't want to enter to bless you, they want to enter to rearrange what's pure. And once they touch it, the blessing loses its light. There's a voice you've trusted for too long. But that voice has changed, corrupted by envy and obsession. It's not your guide anymore, it's your trap. A spirit of confusion was sent to make you second-guess this very message. That spirit thrives in delays, in hesitation, in maybe later. But the angels know, you don't have later this time. In 3 minutes, a spiritual gate will either close for protection, or remain open for attack. Your awareness is the switch. Your action is the weapon. Type shield to activate your defense. Archangel Michael is now speaking directly into your spirit. You are not crazy. You are not overreacting. You are being hunted by a lie, and heaven is done watching you. Once had a dream that you've almost forgotten. A dream where your name echoed in gold, where your hands healed, and your words shifted storms. That dream was real, but someone buried it beneath shame. The person who did that to you is about to come back into your life. But not to apologize. They're returning to finish the damage. Your spirit has already begun crying out. That sudden sadness yesterday wasn't random. It was your soul responding to a future it doesn't want. The angels are pushing back, but you must let them in. Speak, light in me, to begin reversal. God says, this moment is sacred. Not because of what you feel, but because of what you can't yet see. You are standing in the middle of a supernatural choice. There's a number that has been circling your life. That number is tied to a final opportunity. If you knew how close it was, you'd be trembling already. A child in your family has been having strange dreams. That child is spiritually sensitive, and they've been picking up on this warfare. But they don't have words to explain it. You do. And the angels are watching to see if you'll rise or retreat. The next 2 minutes are a test wrapped in mercy. Type 777 if you refuse to miss your moment. Archangel Michael warns, a digital curse has been spoken over your online image. Someone is manipulating the way others see you. Behind screens, a shadow is whispering venom. This isn't just gossip. It's spiritual sabotage. And it's been working, until now. You lost an opportunity last week that made no sense. Now you know why. It wasn't rejection, it was interference. The person behind it is known to you. But the spirit using them hides well. Archangel Michael says the mask is about to fall. Declare, reveal them, to expose hidden agendas. God says, the silence in your room is not empty, it's alert. Something divine has been watching you for days. And tonight, the warning has arrived. Archangel Michael has been dispatched swiftly, his sword already drawn. The moment you opened your eyes this morning, the countdown began. In just 5 minutes, your atmosphere will shift, either in light or in loss. A decision was made without you, about you. Behind curtains, behind doors, behind the whispers in your dreams. And now, heaven is stepping in before the damage becomes irreversible. The angels are warning you because someone on earth refused to. Someone close, someone you trust, sealed a truth in their mouth like a coffin. But now the crows are circling it. Type 333 for immediate protection. You've been sensing something off lately. Clocks glitching, sudden chills, strange dreams filled with burning skies. That's not your mind playing tricks. That's the edge of something ancient, calling. God says, your destiny was tampered with. A divine promise rerouted because of envy and fear. But tonight, the chain snaps. You're not alone in this hour. 3 angels are currently posted at your door, your hallway, and the space behind your screen. They've seen what's coming. Your name was spoken in a secret room, your story pulled from a file and marked red. What they planned was not survival. What God planned was redemption. Speak life to unlock truth. A shadow figure tried to wear your identity like a mask. They took your smile, your voice, your momentum, and ran with it. But their time is over. Archangel Michael says, you must act quickly. This message didn't reach you by chance, it pierced layers of spiritual warfare to find you. You are the final decision maker now. The betrayal came from someone whose eyes never blink when they lie. They saw you break and they smiled. But heaven didn't. The angels cried when they watched what you endured. Not because you were weak, but because you were silent. Your silence became a signal, an SOS to the throne. Comment, shield me, if you can feel this in your spirit. Your phone's recent glitches weren't random. The static during your calls was coded interference. A celestial force was jamming the enemy's broadcast. God says, you were marked to walk into danger. But your guardian took a wound meant for you last night. That's why you felt sudden heaviness while sleeping. Michael is not just a protector tonight, he is a warrior judge. He has opened a scroll with your name on it. And he will not leave until justice is served. Your enemies laughed too soon. They thought silence meant surrender. But your roar is rising from your spirit right now. Type Amen loudly if you're ready for this war to end. There is something under your bed, a memory, a grief, a silence you forgot to heal. It is whispering now, reminding you of the moment you first broke. Don't run, acknowledge it. In exactly 5 minutes, a ripple will enter your space. A strange breeze, a flickering light, or a voice calling your name. That is the sign, it begins then. The angel said your tears have been tracked like blueprints. Every heartbreak, every betrayal, every time you collapsed and told no one. It was all recorded. The time to remain unseen is over. You are being spiritually subpoenaed. Heaven has filed your case as urgent and irreversible. Type 555 to activate divine reversal. Michael said your light was stolen, but not forever. He has traced it to a location, a name, a city you've thought about recently. You must spiritually retrieve it tonight. There is someone watching you from a screen. Not in the physical, but in the spiritual, they've hacked your emotions. They've been feeding off your delay. But God placed an expiration date on this attack. That date is now. The judgment has been issued. Your ancestors screamed in relief this morning. They saw the breakthrough that's coming. They saw your name being rewritten in gold. Say, I receive, if your spirit knows this is true. You were meant to meet someone by now, someone divinely assigned. But delays, detours, and dark contracts tried to block it. That blockage ends now. Archangel Michael warns, someone is about to call, message, or speak your name. Their words hold energy, decide now to shield or open. Because this one moment carries weight. The pain you've been holding is no longer yours. It was implanted, projected, manipulated into you by jealous forces. But their assignment has expired. The angels are flanking your right and left. And they are armed with flames tonight. What was sent to harm you will now bow before you. Comment, it ends tonight, to finalize your agreement with this prophecy. There was a night in your childhood you never told anyone about. But it shaped the rest of your life. Heaven is about to unlock that night and rewrite the outcome. Your bloodline was cursed with delay. But your soul was born with divine override. That's why you've always felt different, even when you couldn't explain it. God says, you are the only one in your lineage with this level of spiritual clearance. You were given dreams others called strange. But now those dreams are coming true. The attack didn't stop you, it transformed you. You are now a spiritual weapon. And tonight, you are fully activated. Type 777 if you feel your spirit waking up. Something will appear in your dream in 24 hours. It will wear a face, but its eyes will be ancient. Do not fear, it's coming to deliver a key. Michael says, you will be tested before you're crowned. But the test is already inside the next conversation you're about to have. Be discerning, don't just listen, feel. There's a message buried in an old voicemail, a journal, or a forgotten screenshot. It contains a name. That name is tied to your next chapter. The divine hourglass is emptying. The last grain is about to drop. After this moment, nothing will remain the same. Say, I'm ready, if you accept this timeline shift. The enemy's final attempt was to convince you nothing was happening. That silence was a signal of absence. But it was actually the breath before the trumpet. A divine camera has captured your resilience. And heaven has voted unanimously, you pass. That's why the angels are rejoicing in the winds tonight. Your hands may feel heavy because they are spiritually holding scrolls. These scrolls contain secrets your spirit has waited years to remember. They are unraveling now. You will notice people reacting strangely to you tomorrow. That's because your frequency will no longer match the wounded version of yourself. You are ascending, visibly. Comment, I break free, if you feel this resonance in your body. Your phone may ring at a strange hour soon, answer only if your spirit feels warm. Because a false call is also scheduled to distract you. The angels will show you the difference. God says, your soul has waited lifetimes to enter this moment. It wasn't delayed, it was protected. Now the hour of exposure has come. Archangel Michael is slicing through the atmosphere. You may feel a buzz, a tear, or a wave move through your chest. That's him landing near you. The air around you is shifting into divine alert. What was hidden will emerge. What was blocked will now break. Say, I'm covered, if you accept this final protection. You are the miracle that others have been praying for. And now heaven has chosen you to receive what they could not. Do not deny your glory. The secret that was hidden from you, is you. You were the weapon, the answer, the breakthrough all along. That's why they tried so hard to break you. But it's too late now. The angels have sounded the horn. Your transformation begins at midnight. Final blessing, may your enemies lose access, your spirit rise in divine authority, and your destiny arrive quicker than expected. This moment is yours, step into it with fire. God says there is a sound in the spirit realm, a tremor shaking the veil between worlds. It's not thunder, but a divine alarm, rising louder with every breath you take. Archangel Michael is already descending, sword unsheathed, wings blazing in celestial fire. You felt it in your chest last night, that sudden pressure like something unseen was watching. The air tightened. Your soul tensed without reason. This wasn't random anxiety, it was a signal. Something powerful was being stirred. A countdown has begun. 5 minutes. That's all heaven gives you now. After that, something irreversible begins. Type 333 for immediate protection. A shadow passed by your window earlier, but it wasn't human. It moved without sound, but your spirit heard it screaming. That scream? It was a warning, just like this message. Archangel Michael says your name was spoken in the heavenlies. Not once, not softly, but in fire and thunder. And the angels flinched when it was said. Because your name is connected to a secret. A powerful individual, someone in high places, has just discovered something about you. And they're not reacting with joy. God says He tried to warn you days ago. That dream you brushed off, the noise in the hallway, the gut feeling you ignored, those were signals. But this is the final one. Speak life to unlock truth. Right now, there are documents with your initials sitting on a glowing table. Not on earth, but in a divine room, where spiritual juries debate destinies. And yours is under review. The angels surrounding that table are split. Some want mercy. Some say time has run out. A decision must be made before the 5th minute strikes. Not a metaphor, an actual divine timestamp is approaching. And if it reaches 0 while you hesitate, everything changes. You won't see fire, but relationships will collapse. You won't hear trumpets, but betrayal will echo through your closest circles. A back turned tonight may never face you again. Type shield to block dark intentions. Archangel Michael says he was restrained until now. A gate has finally opened, and now he moves like lightning to intercept what's headed your way. But you must be aligned. He's not coming with blessings alone. He carries a divine verdict, etched in light. And for some, that light blinds more than it heals. Someone who smiled at you recently is masking deep envy. Their hands look clean, but they've spiritually poisoned your path. And they just contacted someone with influence over your future. God says you must pay attention to small disruptions today. The flickering light, the delay in your routine, the wrong name being spoken, these are not coincidences. They are coded warnings. Comment yes if your spirit feels this. The moment you close your eyes tonight, a revelation is waiting. It's not a dream, it's an unveiling. Your spirit will be pulled into a courtroom. You will hear voices, some of love, some of accusation. One will stand out, a broken whisper begging heaven for your fall. But Archangel Michael is preparing your defense. He saw your tears, yes, even the ones you hid behind fake laughter. Heaven documented every silent breakdown. And now it's all being considered in this divine case. This isn't about punishment. It's about a pivot point. Your life splits in two, blessing or breakdown, based on your next action. Say, I accept divine help, if you're ready. There's a location heaven marked on your timeline. You were supposed to be there weeks ago.